get that stuff buttoned up and ready to go. So I have to do that this week. Plus, I have some editing I need to do. So I got a lot of stuff I got to get done this week. Yeah, hopefully I probably won't owe anything this year, Bailey, but yes, ew, taxes. I agree with that. Very much so. Ew, taxes. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, but we're very much going a different route of things today than I normally would. Normally, it's very much a this stream like is a very long, drawn out start, but today we're just fucking popping right into the games. We're just gonna play Dungeonmans and chill because I need to do a full day of this anyway because this is the Patreon game. So once a month, people on Patreon get to vote on one game that I get into over the next month, and this month was Dungeonmans. So we were gonna play this. You never seen this game? Yeah, I normally do it late in the evening. So what is Dungeonmans? I guess is probably a good question to say. I've streamed this twice. There should be 2 videos on the YouTube channel by the time people see this, but I've streamed this twice. The first initial round was a little bit rough, but that's because there's some options that I had not set that really bothered me that I didn't realize were going to bother me until I hit them. One of them was lock camera to hero, because there are times when like your hero can get bounced around, and I straight up like had no idea who I was or where I was and felt like I lost a run. Also, screen shake. I have both of those things turned off. So because of that, life's a lot easier. But it's neat. You're gonna lurk and do some stuff. Do what you need to do, and I will, audio. I'm sure I can hold down the fort over here though. Also, hey, Safe Sloth, what's up? But this game kind of on the outside looks a lot like Tome visually, but it's very, very, very streamlined. It also has this thing called the air quotes Academy, which puts some persistence into the world. Some of you may know that a certain Warner Brothers has copyrighted a thing called the Nemesis system. Well, this game had a Nemesis system before Warner Brothers made their first Shadow of Mordor game, so that's a thing. So yeah, it's got a little bit of run-to-run persistence in that sense, but the result is you get to see your old corpses, and the monsters that kill you come after you, and it's kind of neat. So I need a name, and I'm kind of an idiot. Yeah, you did win. So did I, which is also very rare. I feel like I almost never win, which is kind of sad in my own chat minigame. It's just impossible to win. Because I made it really hard to win. But, you know. Whose fault is that? I don't know. I need a name. Chat, what did you eat for dinner last night? I had potatoes, so I will put potato in there somewhere. Hobo, what up? It's good to see you. Late and informal stream. Ice cream? What? Oh, you had ice cream for dinner? Okay, so potato... ice cream sandwich. And we're going to just go with a V because it sounds better. Sandwich. Potato, sir ice cream sandwich. Or sir potato ice cream sandwich. We'll just go with potato ice cream sandwich. That'll work. Excellent. So there are 4 major skills in this game. There's strength, skills, science, and foom. Strength is health, stamina, all damage, and melee damage, and anything else that requires strength. Skills is accuracy, range damage, defeat enemy blocking, parrying, and very important for ranged people. Science is magic. Reduces magic damage taken, and increases your effectiveness and durations of potions, scrolls, and debuffs on your enemies, and increases detection chance. Science is a measure of your wisdom and knowledge of how things work. And Foom increases mana, determines magic damage, and adds damage to all ranged attacks. Foom is the essence of destruction in large amounts and with high potency. Basically, if you find this amusing, you'll love this game. I think I'm actually just going to take the first one because, like, these are my options. Or I could just say, I don't like any of these. And then they will just, you know, we will kill potato ice cream sandwich and get a new character. But I think I'll probably go with this one. Although, Having higher skills would be better. But I want that strength, so we're going to go with that. And I kind of want to try this class. So far, all I've played is the Fightermans, the Wizardmans, and the Rangermans. But I want to try the Dungeonmans. You're the hero, you make the call. So basically, this is just, I get to design my own character instead of just, like, taking the pre-designed characters, basically. Nothing in that backpack full of gear stats is equipped. The time that you remember is right now. Yeah, so we're basically going to assign ourselves a character. The red one's pretty good. Just go with the red one. So anyway, we're gonna go with Book Burner, which is probably my favorite. What's Tourist Man's? Tourist Man's basically is the I don't want to actually play the game. I just want to run through and see all of the content. Mans. That's what a air quotes tourist run in a roguelike is where you get super overleveled and just steamroll everything. So Tourist Man's is basically just the I just want to see the stuff and beat it my first try game. Which this game has, which is cool. But anyway, we want to eat delicious books to restore health and gain a small XP boost. And then we can pick another perk. Now these can be positive or negative. Like take 15% more damage from everything. Well, under 20% of your maximum health, you deal 20% more damage with all attacks. Ooh. You find more coin and loot. Ugh. Your base health is increased. You know, let's try this. Well, under 20% of your health, you deal 20% more damage with all attacks. And potato ice cream sandwich could be a male fighterman's or a lady dungeonman's. I need to find somebody who looks like potato ice cream sandwich. This guy looks like a potato ice cream sandwich, but I think I've also just used that one before. I really like kind of the idiots with the big swords. This guy looks kind of like a potato ice cream sandwich. A defiant book burner? Or we could be her. She could be our potato ice cream sandwich. Actually, she kind of looks like, what's her name? One of the DC superheroes. I'm blanking on her name now. Wonder Woman. There we go. I thought of the thing that I was trying to think of. Supergirl? Yeah, no, that's definitely not who I was thinking of. Also, Supergirl exists? Yeah, maybe a bit too Wonder Woman-y for me, I would say. All right, well. I think I'm going to go with the... You know, this guy looks like a potato ice cream sandwich. We're going to go with this guy. To adventure. The heck is Foom? Good question. Good question. But then again, I feel that way about like a lot of the stuff in this game, Yuki. Just most of the stuff in this game is just, the fuck is that? Superman's daughter? Superman can have kids? I thought he was sterile. He's a different species after all. All right. Sorry, special training? Nah. I know what I'm doing. I swear. I don't read boober comics. I'm right there with you, man. All right. So it's all up to me as to what I want to take. I think we're going to be using real armor. Which gives me this. Psycho Focus. Talisman that serves as a gateway for energy from the outside world. To join with Psychromancer's Focus in one way or the other, it's located in each side of the Psychromancer's fist. Okay, cool. There's too many menus. There we go. Now I need to decide what kind of weapon I want to take. How many of these do I have left? I got 4 points unspent. So that's for pole arms. Why did I poop out a thing? I didn't poop out anything. It just appeared next to me. But I can put on my armor now, so that part's cool. What do I have? I have a two-handed pole arm, which is what I'm going to go for, probably. Southern Gentleman's, Wizardman's, Fighterman's. All right. Rapier Kit, Sound and Fury. Which one is the... This is what I'm looking for, I think. The polearm. There we go. Grants polearm use. Grants light spear. Pew pew. So now I can use the battle branch, which is a basic polearm. And I also have half of a shield. I still have a bunch of stuff left that I can use. So you are an activatable thingy. Launch a spear of light that pins and burns your enemy, and deal half ranged and half starlight damage. Sounds like something from an anime. While in range of the... Okay, what else can I do? Liberally forbidden arts. Grants dead pulse use. Grants dead pulse freezing power. Yeah. What even is this game? It's very funny is what this game is. It's a very approachable traditional roguelike is what this game is. Considering there's 3 types of armors: light armor, medium armor, and real armor. Which to me is kind of like a... Some of the humor in this game is really, really funny, but the problem with it is that if you get too into certain bits of the humor, then you can actually like miss stuff that's happening because you don't know what they're talking about, which is certainly an issue that I've had with this game, where it's just like, oh, this is really cool, but like, it doesn't matter because I have no idea what you're talking about. Grants overworld combat bonus. When starting a random combat encounter in the overworld, you begin the fight with a powerful combat buff. Increases dungeon sense. Your ability to sense hidden objects. Yes, please. Advanced delving. Increases coin and loot drop rates. Yes, please. And legend lore. You've become more attuned with the power of the ancient magic and can identify the qualities of magical weapons and armor just by picking them up. That actually seems very helpful. All right. So that's kind of our starters. I got a couple passives and then 1 activatable ability. I don't think, yeah, none of these are activatable or anything. Whereas you are. So. Anyway, so there's several people in here that we can talk to, but that's fine. We don't need to. We're gonna go do dungeoning things. We're gonna go do dungeon-like things. So this is the overworld. There's towns, there's bandits, there's many things, but we need to level up. So we're gonna go to the convenient Scrobled Warren, because it's conveniently right here. But yeah, no, this game's been on Steam for like ever. It was kickstarted ages ago. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that does kind of a lot of damage. Also uses a lot of energy. I got a fancy door spike. But yeah, this game's been out and around for kind of forever. And it's kind of hilarious. And in a world where there isn't enough good roguelikes that are approachable, it's kind of just by default been on my to-do list for a very long time because of that. I've only played this game for the first time the other day, but I've owned it for forever. I kind of just wrote it off as, oh, looks like a not as good tome for a really long time there, but it's kind of doing some stuff that's pretty unique. It's got a lot of like quality of life features, and it's just kind of goofy in its special way, and I really appreciate its humor. I appreciate its humor, and I kind of just like its no bullshit approach to dungeon crawling. Longer. What's up, Squaggler? I'm late today. It's the fucking daylight savings destroyed me, man. Starting to feel sick again. Oh no, that sucks. Was it the same symptoms as ages ago? Yeah. I never assume that people saw / didn't see the announcements. So I always kind of run under the assumption that people didn't see it. Well, cheers. Thanks for the follow. I was about to say something about that. Yeah. I'm always fascinated with how people find the channel, and I wasn't sure if you were new or not, because I thought I recognized your name, but I had no idea where from. But thanks for the follow. Cheers. Oh, also, this game has a DLC called Pay to Lose, which is just add a bunch of shit to the game to make it harder. It's $5. Found me originally from FG. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, me and FG started the Stream Team Halcyon Frequency together, so we co-founded it. Which is kind of funny, actually. I've had some people, like, forgetting that I was part of that now. I had somebody think that it was FG and Kiri that started it, which I thought was kind of funny. While in range of this banner, your enemies receive a 20% penalty to hit. Okay, so I can place down a banner, which gives the enemy a 20% penalty to hit. It's kind of interesting. While in range of this banner, your enemies deal less damage with ranged attacks. Ooh. And take extra damage from your ranged attacks. I think I'm going to take that one. Let's throw that up there. Let's just let you come up to me. I quite like this play style so far. The fact that I can just kind of hit shit and not worry too much. The Fighterman's class, which is the one I played last, was very much like a lot of hiding behind walls. Grab these Terry boots because they're Terry Boo. I got a better pole arm, so that's good. We got an armor potion, which I will keep in my inventory and just remember that I have. Scroll of Blinking. Scroll of Eat Curse. Scroll of Curse Gear. Why would you curse your own gear? I'm sure there's a reason, but that seems pointless. Oh. Got a flaming version of my fancy polearm. Shiggles? Was there something called Shiggles in there? Try. Where are you pulling Shiggles from? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Hobo. Oh, why curse your own armor for Shiggles? I mean, maybe. I wouldn't do it for Shiggles, but... I mean, maybe I'm hungry and I want to eat the curse. I found us a proof of strength. Though you may crush easily these glittering weaklings, do not underestimate their champions. This is the game with a $5 DLC to make it harder. Yeah, you're right. Pilot Guy, cheers, man. These things have some pretty bitchin' poison on them, so... We're halfway to level up already. Bonk. Splort. I really need to actually try the banner. Let's try this. Okay. So they take more damage when they're near the banner. So they get that little debuff icon, I guess. Yeah, it's noticeable. It certainly is noticeable. today is annoying. Today is everybody is slightly more sleepy and pissed off day if you're in North America or Canada or anywhere that just did daylight savings. Which is why streams late, informal, cam off, chill, just screw the world, man. We should just we need to use our super high-tech powers over society to get rid of daylight savings. I really need something that does an AoE. And there we go. It's nice not having to chase them. Farmers think it's dumb too. And it was originally for them. Like, it's their fault. Nobody wins. Everybody just loses a night's sleep, man. Literally nobody wins. Like, who in the world would actually want that? It's just everybody loses night's sleep. But, you know, you guys get a late Dungeonmans stream. Voted for by people on Patreon. And if you didn't vote for it on Patreon, well, then I'm sorry. Because you get to watch this. Ooh, delicious book. Ooh, a plated shara. It's a skirt. Eat book. Dice not included. Book. A guide to mastering dungeons. Dice not included. Eating this delicious book will restore your health and resources. Because I am a book burner. I don't read no dumb books. That's for smarts. I eat books. So all of your stats just kind of go up when you level up, but you do need to select new perks. Banner power. Your Herald Triumphant... Okay, what? So this makes this banner better. Now causes enemies to deal less damage with magic attacks when you are in range of the banner. When you are in range of the banner, okay. Your attacks steal mana and stamina. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds like a good way to end the day, Bailey. Should probably do laundry. I normally do laundry on Fridays, but what I actually mean when I say that is I do them every other Friday because I don't ever go outside or see people. So, like, do I really need to, you know, like, do laundry when I'm supposed to? Wouldn't it just be easier to just not? Which is usually what I do. There's a slime. Bastard. What do books normally do? You read them and they give you XP, but instead of like needing the intelligence skill, I just eat them and they give me HP and some XP. That's where I died previously. Carl Masswords was not a very powerful Dungeonmans, but even the most junior graduate of the Academy has a force of will far stronger than the average man's. Some essence of Carl Masswords still lingers here. As you approach, it swirls around you, bestowing what power it can. Sup, Katsu? Boom. It's very convenient that you had to walk around that thing. Healing potions, good stuff. Healing potions are not red in this one. I need to wait somewhere. Restore my energy. Power in the form of flip-flops. No, I think I get a little XP boost from finding that. But there was a flip-flop drop next to it, yes. Not entirely certain if that was related, but I'm assuming it was. But how we doing today, Katsu? Today is the worst day, or one of the worst days of the year. Everybody likes daylight savings when you gain an hour. It's like, oh, hey, an extra hour of sleep, but nobody likes it the rest of the time. Can be a very powerful weapon indeed. And depends on where it hits you, too. All right, that dude up there is the champion, so I will just plop that down. This guy. Yeah. All right, get you dead. Didn't see this guy until I was like right on top of him, which is sketch. One better day for one shitty day isn't worth it. Yeah, no, I agree. Politicians hear our plea. I mean, we could just like protest by just like ignoring it. This is what I've been pitching for a very long time. No one seems to listen to me. It's just like, oh, just don't change your clocks. Eventually they have to listen. It's not illegal for me to just not change my clock. And I could just like make fun of all of you cretins for obeying the silly rules. This is gonna be a very easy fight. Pew, pew, pew. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see, what did we get? Ooh. A bitey venomous spaltzer. So it's the same amount of damage, but it adds 1d4 poison damage. Sometimes fills enemy with poison. Sometimes causes bleeding. Okay. All right. I kind of like the fire damage a little bit more. We got scroll bolts and other true things. Guide to Mastering Dungeonmans, which I'm going to nom on. This is a unique book, so I think that one just goes into the library. Hey, cutest ghost, how's things? My stove clock didn't change automatically, but the rest of them all did. Windslayer, thanks for the raid. Cheers, man. Are you playing Planetfall? Could use a helmet. I may have convinced Brian Becklew of Caves of Cud to move to Guatemala over Don't Starve Together. Oh, over daylight savings time. I was trying to think, like, why would he want to move to does Guatemala not have daylight savings? I mean, neither does Arizona. Wouldn't that be cheaper? You gotta go help with that. Best of luck. You should take the plane. That would be much more impressive. But good on you, I guess, Clino. I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't move over to get rid of daylight savings. That doesn't seem worth it to me. But I brought you books. Maybe I can eat them? I don't know. Anyway, so I go to this guy, and I say, here's some trash gear. And then I say, actually, I'd like to use my resources to upgrade hammers. I'd like to see the Academy Gear Vault. I'd like to see your blueprints. Here, just take my shit. Just here's everything. Just put it in a fire. just take all of my stuff. Thank you. And now my inventory is significantly less full. Actually, it's not empty enough. Hold on. Here's some trash gear. Melt down all of my unlocked gear. There we go. Much better. Much better. Just potions and scrolls. That's all that we need. Which does have daylight savings time? That's not confusing at all. That's not bad at all. I mean, on the topic of things that are real cheap, Clino, I know somebody who whose parents retired to the Philippines, and they were like, you know, doing okay over here in North America, but when they moved to the Philippines, they were like multi-billionaires, and they had like 40 employees or something crazy like that just like work their farm and their land, and they live on like huge sprawling property. I'm like, well, have fun getting assassinated. You hope Quebec will answer positively to the president. I mean, I have a feeling that we're just gonna get rid of daylight savings sometime in the next 10 years. By 2030, we will have no more daylight savings. Mark my words. And Pack, it's good to see you again. Welcome back. All right, so we got that one area there's clear. Let's go to this one down here. Another dungeon, another trivial dungeon. Oh, this dungeon is trivial, meaning I could just push this button and clear it and get the stuff. Basically, you're too leveled for that. This one I'm not, though, because this one is mundane rather than trivial. It's pretty solid middle class for Guatemala. Fuck, I should move to Guatemala. All right, so those two are not mundane. That's trivial. This is just a villain's. This is a bandit camp, so this is like a unique-ish encounter. And they'll do this. All right, let's just plop that down. Get rid of you and level up. Yeah, what's the dental service like in Guatemala? Hey Stone. Hey Winslow. How was your stream today, man? Splort. Let's hope that they come to me eventually. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna back up so that they have to come to me. I'll just wait back here, you know? I'm just waiting for my energy to come back. Oh, hey, I leveled up. I can actually just do... a flurry of polearm strikes that will knock back attackers and pin down ranged ones. Ooh. I have a new ability. Ah, that's actually kind of cool. Walk around these guys. Fortunately, none of this really hurts all that much. Also, these guys are very smart. Although I'm taking some real damage here. Meaning I should back up. Which is what I'm gonna do. Back up. Hang up back here. And just heal up. There we go. Dungeonmans, yeah, Frackle. Dungeonmans! I like that you just have all of this information just straight up on tap. You love Dungeonmans? I don't know if I love it. It was the game that my Patreon voted on. I guess the problem that I have with Dungeonmans is I've played better dungeon crawlers. But I am enjoying this. It is fun. Okay, that's not good. Let's just walk away. and just heal. Okay, cool. Let's do that again. Keep walking. Perfect. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna... Bees, please. Cool. And do that, and just smack you. Perfect. That almost was concerning for a second there. Played the heck out of it? Gotcha. Yeah, no, I really like complex dungeon crawlers, so this one feels a little bit watered down, I guess, but I don't know. I also haven't played it that much, so I'm still like 70% positive on this game. About 70% positive. Let's just wait. Wait for all my energy to come back. You feel refreshed and ready to crush some more monsters. You recommend the Dungeon Beneath? I recommend you don't tell me what to do. That's basically the number one rule of this stream is I recommend that you tell me to not tell me what to do. Because if you tell me what to do, I will remove you or yell at you, one of the two, whatever you prefer. So please don't recommend dungeons, don't recommend routes, don't recommend builds, just let me do stuff. I will figure it out. And if I really want to figure it out, I'll go to the wiki. I don't like being explained how to beat games. Otherwise, I wouldn't stream. Because you're here to watch me play my game, not here to tell me how to play my game, right? It is some green grass, man. I wonder if they water it. How much the sprinkler bill costs. Ooh. So it does less melee damage, but more ranged. We'll try that. We'll just mess around with it for a little bit. Turn this to the town leader to help support the local economy. Well, we gotta do that. You know how much we love the local economy. What the heck was that? Ah, an axe I can't use. Oh, see here, I thought you were literally recommending the dungeon on the map beneath where I was standing on the map. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of it, so I'll have to take a peek at it. Because there was literally a dungeon right beneath me, and because you said dungeon beneath, I was sitting there going like, well, are you recommending I go to that one next? Because, like, dungeon routing is a thing. Anyway, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You're all good. There's another thing that you need to know about this stream, and that's, if you haven't been banned, you've done nothing wrong. So, you are all good. But, why do you recommend that game in particular? The quickness of it? Yeah, I see that stuff is the stuff I dislike about it, Frackle. I don't like the stuff that goes from round to round. I like quite literally, like, that is my least favorite feature. Like, to the point where I feel like if I ever actually get heavily into this game, I'll just do the, I delete the academy every run. Because I like the Nemesis stuff, but I really, or just like, I might just ignore all the systems and just not upgrade my starting gear and whatnot, because I think that that's cheesy and not for me. I don't like that very much. I'd much rather have a short dungeon crawler that is interesting and challenging than a longer dungeon crawler that compensates for its own balancing. That being said, I do think that just because that's something I dislike doesn't mean that's something other people will dislike. In fact, I'm sure that's a feature that many people really enjoy about this game. So, I mean, I will be playing this all day today, so go nuts. I believe the Play Dungeonmans account's been in my chat before when I've played Caves of Cud. Although, just keep in mind if you do that, I will bitch and moan and complain about how much I think the font in this game sucks. Ew, meta progression is gross. I don't like meta progression. Never put meta progression in your dungeon crawlers. It's simply it's like saying we have no faith in our game's balancing, so we're going to drip feed stuff to you. Meta progression is a massive turnoff. And I realize this has meta progression, but that is also my least favorite feature of this game. It's actually like far and away my least favorite feature. I would rather play a dungeon crawler that is short with no meta progression than a dungeon crawler that's very longer. Very longer? That's a sentence. Very long. That has meta progression. Like, just give me a really finely tuned game. Love the knockback. It's like, if I'm playing a roguelike, I want to play a roguelike. I don't want to play Diablo, right? It's just hero unlocks. Then be careful about what you say with meta progression, right? Because when you say meta progression, I assume, like, oh, gear upgrades. Like, I don't like any unlocks. Like, ideally, the only thing that I want to be unlocking in a dungeon crawler is the ability to make the game harder. That's the only thing that I want to be unlocking. Anything else, to me, is just a sign that they've compromised their balance, which is why I don't really like the Academy in this game, which literally is that. The Academy is, like, you can go back and level stuff up and make your starting gear better and whatnot. There's something in that room. Ooh. Hello, you. Well, I will buy those books if I would buy those books if I had money, but I clearly do not have the money for that. I've played Tangled Deep, yeah. I've played Tangled Deep, but I'm also not here to take recommendations. This is something that, like, you know, people who watch my stream will learn this pretty quickly. I know too much about games, right? It's actually a problem. I'm not here for your recommendations. I'm here to play this game. If I wanted recommendations, I would be asking for recommendations. I'm simply playing Dungeonmans and learning as much as I can about Dungeonmans and enjoying this game. I'm not looking for other ideas. Most games I've either played or have reasons to not be playing them. The reason I'm playing this game is because the Patreon voted for it as a new game to check out. Also, another thing this game does is it has respawning mobs, which is bloody obnoxious, and I hate it. That's the thing I hate about this game. Respawning mobs is like, why would you ever do that? That's just not cool. But yeah, no, I don't want recommendations because, I'm playing this because it was my Patreon vote. So I have a tier on my Patreon, which is basically $1 or more, and once a month you get to vote on a game that I check out for the next month. Battle chaps. Those are weird, but they're also something I can't use. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, it's just, you need to realize just how much of an obsessive I am over this industry and how many games I'm aware of. Also, you're literally talking, like, my niche right here. Like, it's... I remember when Tangled Deep was, like, first announced and when they were talking about it on Twitter. So, like, just don't worry about... telling me about every game ever made. There we go. Door spikes. Bunch of stuff I haven't discovered yet. Let's grab a scroll of bolster armor. I know I had one, but I want two. This dungeon's pretty trivial, though. I think I'll probably clear this and then head further south. The other kind of funny thing about these games and dungeon crawlers in general is there are people that will just constantly recommend games to you, but then when you recommend games to them, their response is just, nah. So, like, I always find myself recommending Jupiter Hell to people because I genuinely think that's one of the most underappreciated dungeon crawlers just on the market right now. And it's far and away one of the best. And every single time I recommend that game to people, they just kind of look at me like, yeah. It's like, well, stop recommending me games then. Jupiter Hell. It's so fucking good.
This is my favorite roguelike on the Citadel.
Well, this isn't, but that is. Bonk. It's like that game and Caves of Cut and Cogmind are more or less my top Oh, thank you for pulling me out of the fire. That's very kind of you. Are more or less my top recommendations to people who want to play modern dungeon crawlers. Cogmind is brilliant. It's been on my list of stuff to actually get back into for a very long time. Although, since we're playing a roguelike today, might as well talk about this. 7-Day RL is in season. And if anybody has recommendations for games I should try, because I'm not going to get to all of them. There's just way too many every year. I tried to do that last year and regretted it. So if you want to, or if you're one of those people who likes to play all of the 7-Day RLs and mess around with that stuff, if you have any recommendations, leave them in the roguelikes room on my Discord. And I will do a day where I play a bunch of them. Yeah, it's finishing today. It's either today or tomorrow. I can't actually remember. But we'll have plenty of time to go in and try out plenty of those. Plenty of time. Iron toe kicks. Are those like Heelys? Steadfast Tinsteel Ring. Knockback resistance. Yes, please. Can't use those because those are medium armor. Not real armor. Just medium armor. That's a pretty nice room clearing ability. Found another ring. Deal plus 10% melee damage, minus 10% range damage. Ugh. Ignore 10% of incoming take. Yeah, you know what? No, thank you. I don't want to. I'd rather just stay more balanced. It's been sitting on your wish list for a while. Have you ever seen me stream it, Katsu? Because I feel like you've been hanging around the stream for a while, but I don't recall you hanging around when I've been playing that. All right. Where's my stairway down? Did this actually go anywhere? I just discovered something. Little secret door pop up. I was thinking maybe there was a stairway there or something. There we go. Whoa. Hello. Gotta love getting teleported out of things. Do I have like a scroll of teleport or something? Or a scroll of jump? Or anything along those lines? Identify. Pin to win. Ignore laughable projectiles. Well, if you haven't, You owe it to yourself to try that. I'm just gonna say, did I ask for assistance? This is gonna take me 10,000 years to actually get all these items. I hate respawning enemies. Any video game that has respawning enemies is automatically 20% worse. Stop doing that, games. Please. See, like, they're just appearing. It's just... Just back up and die. Yeah, I will never, ever, ever, ever appreciate respawning enemies. It's just annoying. All right. Especially like where they become pretty trivial pretty quickly. Bottom right, I think. What when the enemy gets summoned by another enemy and it gets a kill? Is that okay? I don't know what the hell you're trying to word. Can you speak English, Diamond? Accurate steel ring. Where did that go? Respawning enemies belong in clicker games. It's just annoying. Oh, there it is. +1 science, 20% knockback, 20% stun resistance. Sure. All right, where the heck is the map for the stairs then? Must be missing a door somewhere. I certainly haven't killed the final boss of this floor. Oh, there. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. You're what I'm looking for. Let's plop a banner down. And do that. I have to like go out of my way to put myself into danger so far with this build. I think I'll just play this class next time. Because these pole arms are real nice. Is that what he's trying to say? I mean, yes, but that's not respawning enemies. That's somebody summoning mobs. That's different. All right, well, this area is trivial now. It kind of sucks that I can't clear it once I've started it. Unless there's a way to automatically clear these dungeons. But I don't think there is. Hmm. So I kind of need to be careful about baddies in the overworld, because you can get ambushed, which can be annoyingly difficult. I want to give you some books for the library. It's quite noble of you, but you don't have any books. But there's books in my inventory. What? Keep an eye out for stuff. Is there anything in my inventory that I need to wield? That's just better than what I currently have? I don't think so. Melt it all down. Sometimes sets enemies alight. Well, that I could do. Which I'm going to put onto my cool tin steel caress, I guess. So now I have 15 poison resist on there. It's a nice little boost. To the overworld. There we go. Thought I selected that. I guess I didn't. We've got another one of these bandit camps. Just kind of want to remove it. Bees, please. I am the worst person, as this game likes to say. It's just some money. I'll hit these guys with bees, please, too. They kind of sound like Waluigi when they die. Taking a bunch of damage from bleeding. There we go.
Why did this pop up?
I don't know. Why did it? I think only you can answer that question. But thank you very much for keeping that subscription alive for an 18th month. And if you weren't intending to, then please remember to go and subscribe. A bunch of stuff I couldn't use, and then some terror boots, or some new boots, which I can. These bronzed clogs. Heavy and way too loud. These are all trivial, so we're just going to clear these. Let's do that too. Let's go to this town. But you subscribed earlier this week? I mean, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just gonna to the overworld. Just gonna wait here. Get all my energy back. Now do this. It's kind of amusing the way the pole arms work. Quite like them. More bees. These guys don't really like bees. We'll just remove you, and I'll deal with you. I need to use a healing potion. I need to... you know what? I could actually just do this. Knock you back. Place this down. Hit you with that. Back up. Back up. Smack you. Smack you there. And then do that. Perfect. Hey, Patolus. Jack, can I get a couple more beers for Dragon Man, even though it was a weird double notification? It's first resub of the day, regardless. Regardless of whether or not it's real. You posted a video that you thought of, I mean, it's Game Grumps animated, which I never need to watch nor think of, so. Cheers for posting it, but I also don't need to see that. I'm good. I'm not a big Game Grumps fan. Yeah, no, I do remember that. I do indeed remember that. Armor bearskin. Defy poison. Healing potion. Buy that and that. Yeah, no, I totally remember, but I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes Twitch works in mysterious ways. I got lots of stuff that I can't use, so I'm just gonna go get rid of it. Inventory is significantly less obnoxiously full now. Let's go do another dungeon. I mean, on the bright side, you'll get to hear me on the DF Roundtable a second time. Because I was late today, I ended up doing that a second time. There we go. Adventurous. Slobin's Depths. Curious how much less trivial this area is going to be. Chill, bitey, twisted slammer. Sounds pretty effective. I think that cleared him. I kind of wish that I could do the brogue thing and hit things at a distance with the pole arm. All right. Still seems pretty trivial. It's kind of nothing I really need to do here, aside from this. Ow. Just clear you, smack that, and break the extra things. Pick up all the money. Just making a bloody mess. I mean, I am the hero and the good guy, right? I'm just here to beat up all of these poor nerds in the dungeon and kill all of the local wildlife. It's definitely what I'm here for. And wonder why they're fucking respawning. Stop it. I will never like respawning enemies in video games. Never, 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 never. It just sucks. It's not fun. Okay. Clear and clear. Clear the bottom side. It's funny, I have all of these books, but the game claims that I don't have any of these. Also got a ton of stuff I gotta return to the Academy Headmaster. Tortoiseshell Bingle. Plus 10% total parry, 10% total block, 5% total dodge. Gain 20 less AP per round. That's like enough for me to not care about that ring. Okay. Tin Steel Ring of Foom. Plus 1 Foom. All right. I don't think that that's... Sure, you know, we'll try that. Like Fumi the Squirrel? I don't know who that is or what that is. Oh, try to dodge you. I don't know who Fumi the Squirrel is, but it's a... Foom is a stat in this game. Okay, cool. That's actually very helpful for me. Okay. I love it when they break me out of where I don't want to be. It's like, oh, that's very convenient. Thank you. I didn't want to be there, and you just slammed into me and bounced me out of where I didn't want to be. Oh, I'm about to level up. I do not like these things. And I also can't see your HP. Nah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna head back to town. I'm gonna go turn in all my proofs of strengths. Once again, I hate respawning enemies. They should be illegal in video games. Worst fucking mechanic ever created. Why would you do that to a perfectly good dungeon crawler? But I will take your money anyway. Yeah, I don't like There we go. Proofs of strengths. Cool. The other thing I'd like to do is go over to you and say, here's some trash gear. Yes. Take all of it. Perfect. Inventory is nice and clear. Yeah, no idea what character that might be. But then again, if that's any kind of cartoon character, odds are pretty good that I have no idea who it is because I've never been a cartoons person. Even when I was little, I didn't watch a lot of cartoons. And now as a grown-ass adult, I definitely don't. Figured I was pretty close to leveling. Do 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 do. Grants overworld combat bonus. Yeah. Think it was on Newgrounds? Well, I spent very little time on Newgrounds. Newgrounds was a website that I feel like most people from my generation spent a lot of time in. I was not one of those people. While in range of this banner, your enemies receive a 20% penalty to hit. If you are seriously wounded and your melee attacks steal a small amount of stamina and health. I think I'm going to take that. So now I got 2 banners. Let's see, so that's... Okay, so I got the banner and then a banner. Sweet. So now I've got two banners I can throw out. I like that I can break barrels, but these guys just can't. It's quite amusing to me. It's quite amusing. But I'd be willing to bet that the reason I spent almost no time on Newgrounds wasn't really me. It was probably because I don't really remember, but it was probably one of those. My mom was like, "Okay, let's see if this is a good website for you." Saw some of the shit that was on Newgrounds and was like, "Nope, Sonny, your little innocent brain is not going to be tormented by this kind of distressing, disturbing imagery." That's probably about how that went. Because let's be honest, there was a lot of really fucked up shit on Newgrounds. Ow. That's a lot of bleed. I don't like that. Well, I won. I drop down that banner and do that. And that. Not a big fan of the bleeds, man. Not much of a fan of the bleeds. You can live without the bleeds. I have magical bracers. Berserker's Band, which I'm already using one of, basically. Potion of Beastly Battle. Increases melee and range damage dealt by 20% for 20 rounds. Ooh. Also got more proofs of strengths. A mysterious artifact from antiquity. Lizardman's is dead. So it's that weird thing. Bunch of random shit. Something just spawned over there on the right. Potion of Beastly Battle 2. Okay. I like the fact that my little spear here, which is just a plain, boring little spear, is just better than like these big fancy ones that I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff on Flash I just kind of missed. Like, I feel like I genuinely just missed it. I'm just going to block this door real quick. I could probably just wait, actually. There we go. You weren't missing much? I mean, if it wasn't for Flash, the indie game scene wouldn't be the way it is, you know? And I was like one of those kids who, like, outside of Lego stuff, I mostly missed all of that. Okay, that's not good. Battle Potion Champion. Let's also take a healing potion. I'm gonna place this down. And, do I have not the bees? Bees, please. Get rid of you. Was that thing that was just like puckering me full of holes. Secret. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, you know? Like, the animations kind of go along with the... The animations kind of go hand in hand with the... Oh, hello. Kind of go hand in hand with the game. Like, you kind of wouldn't have one without the other in regards to Flash. Fuck, those hurt. Not a fan. Just deal with you that way. Keep finding all these ornate bucklers, but like I can't even use them. All right, there we go. Should be able to just head back into the crawl. But yeah, no, things like Super Meat Boy, for example, and Binding of Isaac, I wasn't aware of until the console ports came out of that stuff. Like, I had no idea that that stuff was Flash animations until way later. Ow. That's quite the treasure room. Got ourselves an upgrade. Better armor. As well as fight gauntlets, which is better than maggot thread bracers. I got slightly better bronze clogs. So +1 foam and 2 parry. Well, that's not super great. Mana potion 11? Well, feels a location of all treasure within this area. All right. Okay. You can die. But okay. That animation will never get old, though. Just stuff shooting across the room and just going splat. I hate that bleed you got. Not a fan. It's gonna kill me one of these days. Something just spawned out. Not sure what it was, but... Ooh, finally! I found a +1 version of my pole arm. We'll take it. Found another champion battle potion, which is the one I use the most. Which just gives me everything back as well as health. Kind of not a fan of that swap places thing he's got, but... Alright, let's wait. Which means something's probably gonna do that. We're in my waiting party. I mean, the few things that I did get to experience from Flash was some stuff on Albino Black Sheep, which is ironic because I think that Albino Black Sheep had way worse stuff than Newgrounds did. But that was just a website that friends of mine liked, so I could watch it when I was at their place. So that's where I saw shit like reposts of Ultimate Showdown, of the Ultimate Destiny, and that sort of internet culture stuff. Is that a fly with a sword? That is a fucking wasp with a... It's a bee with a halberd. What the fuck? Get out of my house. I don't like you. That is rude. I'm gonna leave. Screw this shit. Just gonna wait. Oh, come on. Just gonna keep waiting. All right, well, you die pretty quick. What are you? Bandit Spark Tosser. Unhurt and dangerous. Use a healing potion. And Battle Blink. Oh, okay. You moved me away. Owie. Bees, please. All right, you don't have too much health. You give a decent amount of XP, too. Just wasn't too sure what he was gonna do. The answer to that is hurts, but fortunately not too much. Just gonna lock the door and rest. I don't know, can I remove door spikes when I spike a door like that? Oh my god, see, this is why I hate respawning enemies. It's like, all right, that area behind me is clear, and then there's just a dude behind you. It's like, ah, come on, that's just shitty. Like, that just doesn't feel good. It's just not a fun video gaming experience. I have a feeling I will finish this game, and the entire time, I will still be complaining about respawning enemies. Like, we're gonna get to the end of the game, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I really hate that this game has respawning enemies. Add 2 melee damage, add 2 range damage, defeat block, defeat parry. You know, I really like that ring, the accuracy ring. That's a good ring. That's a really good ring. Ooh, a much better skirt. But yeah, I hope that you guys like the kind of unannounced, well, not unannounced, but less formal evening stream. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, because I don't like this guy. I'm gonna take an armor potion, champion potion, Scroll of bolster weapon. That should be what I have equipped. I think the game just broke. This guy, fortunately, doesn't do too much damage now. But if I run into another one of you, I have to remove you. Razor Jabba something? What was even that? All right. Huh. I'm just gonna go back here and wait. Man, I don't ever want to see you guys again. I hate those things. Like, I'm supposed to dislike the enemies, I get it, but like... I'm not supposed to want their entire species to die in a fire, I don't think. Unless they're really trying to make me hate everything about the game. Which I do actually think might be the intention. Ow! That was a lot of damage. Holy shit, dude. So how's everybody's Sunday been? Anybody else get screwed up real bad by the... daylight savings? Because that's the reason for this whole stream happening. Lizard Man's champion. Well, not much of a champion. You slept until 10. All right, so I wasn't the only one. At least it's a Sunday. Like, most people don't need to worry about working. Yeah, I mean, that was mostly directed at people in where it did get screwed up so I can have somebody to empathize with. Because, like, man, it just demolished me last night. That, and I'm just trying to, like, spin up conversation, because we're kind of chill. Stream's late. I was late. I slept in. Like, you know. It's all just kind of a given at this point. Oh, hello. I'm always afraid of gelatinous cubes in video games. Has you feeling off? Yeah. Norstat, how we doing? It's good to see you. You were mad at yourself for sleeping in. So I'm not the only person who beats themselves up for sleeping in, yeah? Based on that statement. So this is better, and I haven't been wielding it. That's silly of me. Let's use Scroll of Bolster Armor. I really wish it would just default to the top. Can I flash across that with the... Where did it go? Unless I used them all. I could just chug a bunch of potions, which I might need to do anyway. Scroll of Ignore Laughable Projectiles. Well, clearly those weren't laughable. Ugh. How about Carefully Escape Dungeon? I'm just gonna keep chugging potions. Because this seems not ideal. Wait, do I have a book? Ah, I do. Can eat it. That helped. Healed me to full. Well, I will escape in just a few turns. But it's a good thing I had that book. Some Romancing Saga 3? What the heck's Romancing Saga 3? Key tracks, what's up? Wait, really? You didn't know that it was 2 weeks apart in Europe? I mean, it's just another one of those reasons as to why we should get rid of it and it needs to die in a fire. Frankly, because like it, not only does it make no sense, but it straight up just makes no sense. Okay, so this area is also adventurous. Okay, so that area is dangerous. Avoid this encounter. We're gonna walk away. But I am gonna go clear some stuff. I might actually just, you know, let's just run through this little shitty dungeon here because it's trivial and I can just clear it. Watch me die in it, though. But because I already started it, I can't just clear it now, so. Just pick it up, ignore all the gear, get some potions, and get out. It's one of the... I believe it, yeah. No, it's literally like the most antiquated thing, well, one of the more antiquated things that we still just kind of agree on and do as a species, which is ridiculous that we still do it. Like, it's straight up just ridiculous that we still do daylight savings. Yeah, I'm just kind of raffle stomping this dungeon right now. Let's just head down. I'll get a proof of strength from beating it, though, so there's that. Yeah, the power curve in this game's pretty fast. You get pretty powerful pretty quickly. Yeah, it completely demolished my sleep last night, and it was unpleasant, to put it simply, but... I mean, the bonus is you guys get this as a stream today. I was just going to do Long Death today, but... You know, when I play Dwarf Fortress, I have camera on, and, it's a lot more effort, and I just still didn't sleep particularly well, so I was just like, you know what? It would be much easier to just kind of, not necessarily phone it in, but just like, just kind of do this. This is just much easier for me today. Due to daylight savings, trains in Switzerland stopped driving for 1 hour due to software stuffles. Really? That's amazing. Actually, like, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of awesome. The whole transit system shuts down for an extra hour. That is kind of awesome. I mean, here the trains shut down for a couple hours regardless every night, just for general maintenance shit, but... Okay, yeah. So we're just like one-shotting everything. We've gone from trivial down to mundane. Or up to mundane, I think. I think that's actually like a level up. Twisted Ring of Strength. Well, it's unfortunate that he died before his dream came true, but he was a horrible person if he was advocating for daylight savings. I mean, there was a point in history where daylight savings made sense, right? And that's the thing that, like, you got to remember with that stuff. It's like there was a point where it made sense. It's been a very long time since it made sense, but there was a point in time when it made sense. It was called before we had this magical thing called electricity, which by, 100 years ago, might as well, 100 to 120 even years ago, electricity was magic. Practically. It's kind of amusing just being called wanker a dozen times every time I smack these guys. Kind of surprised that Stone hasn't commented on how British these bad guys are. Tossa, wanka. Tossa, wanka. Bollocks. Just gonna back up, or not. They still need to try pretty hard to actually do damage to me, so I'm just kind of... Unless I just, like, straight up let them hit me for a couple turns, I should just be fine. I'm actually getting some XP, too. Especially those bleeds. Like, that guy's bleed, that actually hurts. If I get a couple stacked of those, that's not an ideal situation. Bloody. No, normally you comment on, like, the use of Britishisms and things. Although people on YouTube find it very funny when I refer to myself as a bloke on YouTube. But here's the thing that they don't realize, right? I don't talk to people, except for on the internet. So I'm probably talking to more Brits in an average day, or people that would have those sort of speech patterns in an average day than I would be talking to people that live locally to me. And language is something that you pick up from the people around you. So if you hear people say something a lot, you're going to start saying it. All right, fine. Walk away from me, B. I super didn't plan to place that flag, by the way. That was very much a misclick. I think that the delivery on the lines is terrible. Fair enough. I think it's funny. I wouldn't say it's any good. Wanker needs more power to it. It's like a death cry. It's like, wanka! It's not like, wanker! You know what I mean? Like, they could certainly put more oomph into that. Oh, hey, they pulled me out of the fire. Thank you. How about the delivery of the line Tossa? Kind of British in it? Well, I am from British Columbia. That is the name of my province. And we do have a London street, so... We don't have a London bridge, but we do have a London street. I guess top left up there. There's a few places we could be going. Charge. From what I can tell, though, these are the only super British baddies. They're also very good at, like, stepping on their own bombs, so... There's also a lot of dudes in here. Damn. That one just said damn. That's how you know things are real bad. She said damn. Although I feel that way with a lot of video games. I feel like, oh, this line needs more oomph. But I think for the budget that is this game, I think that the voice acting is just fine. But I will keep that in mind. If I ever if I'm ever writing lines for a video game that needs British swear words, I will certainly reach out to you and get you to give me some input on the quality of the voice lines. Although, I do know plenty of British people who could probably help with that. Gladly. Bonk. The little crit icon kind of reminds me of the RuneScape crit icon. Hate those things so much. I'm literally just trying to get my energy back up. All right, let's get out of here. Final floor. Man, those are fucking scary, man. What is it with gelatinous cubes in video games and just being absolutely terrifying? Chad, is there an enemy type or something that you're just automatically afraid of when you see them in video games? Because for me, any dungeon crawler, if I see a gelatinous cube, I freak out and expect to die immediately. Doesn't matter what the dungeon crawler is. If I see a gelatinous cube, I freak out. Floating eyes? Oh yeah, floating eyes are another one. Floating eyes are like where you realize, oh shit, this is serious. Oh, also, I played your 7-day RL. Nice and simple, Cassie. Now I'm wondering what a Tonberry is, Templar. Because I actually don't know what that is. This is knock you back, do that. Show him who's boss, and wait. Hide in the corner. Anything that divides into other into other baby monsters. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. When you, like, the slimes where you chop them in half and then it makes 2 slimes, then you chop them in half and now it's 4 slimes, then you chop in half and then it's 8 slimes, and you're like, oh no! Whatever shall I do? The little green guy with the lantern and a knife, isn't that like the first monster you run into in any Final Fantasy game? Okay, no, I know what they are now. Yep, okay, yep. Yeah, so the last Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy on the Game Boy, which was technically a remake. So it's been a very long time since I played a Final Fantasy game. So I'm not very literate when it comes to anything related to Final Fantasy. It's like I know what a chocobo is. I'm a fan of Red Mage. But that's kind of like where my knowledge of the fantasy and finals end. They're endgame douchebags. I seem to recall purple ones that hurt real bad, but outside of that, yeah, no, not really. All right, so I need to throw my 2 banners down. Which one is which? Ah, this one. Boop. All right, so now this person... Was that 69 damage that I just said? Holy shit. All right, hold on. I need to drink a potion if that's the case. Gritty swill that goes down the brick apricots. Okay. I now do 50% more damage. I'm going to take a liquid bandage so I stop bleeding. And a healing potion too. And do that. And that. And that. Boom. That last floor got, not hard, but like actually started to challenge a little bit. But then again, I'm still in very easy areas. Actually, that music is the majority of my Final Fantasy knowledge. Da 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 da. That's 80% of my Final Fantasy knowledge, right there. But yeah, and this is something I'm going to be mentioning throughout today. If you're in my Discord and you're playing any 7-day RLs, toss the good ones or ones that you think are interesting into the roguelikes room, because I don't want to go through all of them because I'm lazy. By that I mean I've got too much other stuff to do, and I do want to play some of them, and I do want to stream some of them, but yeah, you know what I mean. Also, investments are open if you wish to invest your tickets. Brought some relics back. There you go. Take the stuff. I don't know, but I would say it's like up there with shaving a haircut 2 bits. For like little jingles I've heard the most. Now that you mention that, I wonder what is the most ever played like musical theme in a video game. Like it's got to be like either something from Final Fantasy or something from Mario, right? Like 1-1's probably up there. Like dun 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 dun, just like that kind of thing. But like I'll bet you that your average person who plays through a Mario game will hear that theme less than the average person who plays through a Final Fantasy theme. Yeah, it could also be like da-na-na-na. That could be up there. That's probably up there. When they decided they don't like things turn-based. I mean, I don't like JRPGs just in general. I've never enjoyed them. I feel like there's an alternative history version of me where I got way into like Japanese dungeon crawlers, like the mystery dungeon stuff, but I just never got into any of that stuff either. That's a lot of gear that just melted down. Common meme knowledge, like, I wonder if my mom would know the Final Fantasy Battle Wind theme.
Been a couple weeks since this pop. Oops.
It's all good, dude. Don't worry about it. I hope you've been alright. Hopefully life's been treating you right, or as well as it can anyway. Is there another dungeon around here? I don't like the enemies that were popping up in there. Let's run through this. This is also trivial, supposedly, but nice little XP encounter, I guess. There you go. Just get rid of them. Life is life. Hey, man. Sometimes I wish life was death, so could be worse. Everything could always be worse. Oh, another setting I turned on in this game that made me like it significantly more was I turned on the enemy HP. That should be on by default, and I have no idea why it isn't. Bees, please. Goodbye. Yeah, no, totally. I completely agree. It's like, you can have a game that means a lot to you, but still, like, eventually get tired of the genre. Oh no. I was the only person who invested, and I lost. Not the bees, not the bees, nothing but the bees. I actually, it's genuinely amazing to me, Wave Depletion, that I don't have a Nicolas Cage emote. I probably would have a Nicolas Cage emote if I had another emote slot. Let's go do, like, the first floor of this one and then go back over to the other one. I just want to get another level up. Moment of Sin. Let's actually just wait here and level up. Or not level up. Rest. Heal up. That's what I wanted to say. Ow, what the fuck just made me bleed? Excuse me? Oh, that lady with the bow made me bleed. There you... Or dude with a bow. Person with a bow. Thing with a bow. Hey, Faulted. It's good to see you. I feel like I've missed you for like a few weeks. Hope you've been well. Owie. Bastard. Played a ton of it as a kid and as a teen. You know, I say this on stream sometimes and it upsets people. Pokemon is made for kids. Like straight up, it's a kids franchise. It's designed for kids. The problem is like 40% of its audience are grown-ass adults. Or maybe even less than that. It's like 30% of the audience are adults that refuse to acknowledge that it's a franchise for kids. You've been busy? Oh, no, totally. It's all good, man. Like, I used to love a lot of Tycoon games, right? And over the years, I've slowly just kind of like, not realized, but just like decided, you know, maybe these aren't for me anymore. They were for me as a kid, but just I don't get the same kind of enjoyment as I did out of them when I was younger. And it's largely because a lot of Tycoon games are for kids. Okay, yeah, we'll level up on this floor of the next one. Ooh, that sucks, dude. That's no fun. Toes are not something you want to damage. Braided poncho. Oh, huh. Interesting. Ooh. It's actually something that does more damage than my current thing. Trying to figure out. Yeah. Okay, so that is slightly worse than what I was using. Man, if you guys just stopped spawning forever, I would be very happy. Because they do actually hurt. Reminds you of Star Wars? What, where it's like most of it is for kids? Yeah, Star Wars is definitely in that boat where it's mostly made for like young teens and little kids and families, and a portion of the audience that's just always mad. It's like I just kind of have accepted that Star Wars is no longer for me. I still like old Star Wars shit that I grew up with. I love that stuff. That stuff's still great. But I fully acknowledge it's like, oh, it's me that's the problem there, not necessarily Star Wars. All right, I need to wait. Oh, there's a slime. I was like, what just appeared? But I hope you've been good busy. It's certainly busy season for a lot of people, I think. People are busy with real life related things. A lot of door stops here, meaning I'm probably going to need them. A lot of door stops, actually. Just want to level up. We are very close to leveling up. What's up, Tragedy? Have I tried the game Loop Hero? Yes, it was garbage. Not for me. It was always my default response when people ask me if I played that game, because I hated it. I absolutely hated that game. I get why people like it, and it makes sense why there's an audience for it. I am not that audience. I am the exact opposite of the audience for that game. One Piece fans have a major problem with that. Oh, where like the audience is like literally grown up with One Piece? Yeah. Although I would say I wonder if Club Penguin would have that problem, because like the people still playing Club Penguin definitely aren't kids. There was something there for a second. All right, let's go to that. Ooh, hello, you. Got him. I'm no wizard, but I'm stronger than a wizard, apparently. I mean, I've been calling One Piece and anime like that soap opera for a very long time. And some people seem to get surprisingly annoyed by it. And I don't understand why. Because that's really what it is. It's a soap opera. Like, really, it's a soap opera. It's like, I don't know how else to correctly describe it. It's just kind of a meandering plot that never ends. That's what a soap opera is. So kind of in every way. Yeah, my ass. You know what happens when they end One Piece? They stop making money. One Piece will be going for a very, very long time. Doesn't matter. It's a fucking soap opera, my dude. Although, I'm going to pause the game for a second. Even though this is a turn-based game, I'm going to go take a real quick toilet break. I will be back in a moment. Yeah, and how long has he been saying that? Picture point. Like, this is, I don't know. It's just something that I will always return to. It's just like, it's just, I don't know. That being said, on the topic of like franchises that the audience kind of grew up with them, one that actually did a decent-ish job at this, at least with the movies and the books, even though, fuck its author, is Harry Potter. Harry Potter did an all right job actually aging with its audience. Like, if you go back and look at the first book and then look at like where it ended up, it's kind of amazing, actually. And I don't like I didn't really like Harry Potter back then. I followed it because everybody was, and you know, you want to be in the know when it comes to the cool shit. I don't like that. Proof of strength! Successes! Is that a book? That's a book! Sinners in the sights of the angry mans. Well, I can eat that if I'm in trouble. Last time I ate a book, it saved my life, so. Oh, also, I have an ability I gotta click on. Ooh. Let's make my Starlight Soldier better. Pew, 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 whoosh. Call down the light of the... Let's move this down and this down. Put that there. Bring down the sky. Call down the light from the Septurian cross to pierce your foes through deals half melee and half starlight damage. All right. Let's wait. I'm not. I don't believe I ever read Pendragon. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Ooh, new toy. That uses a lot of stamina. Holy shit. But it has no effects on it. It's just a normal ass pole arm. I like that I can hit two things at once. It's just funny. Let's just get rid of you. You're a trap. And do that. It's like in melee, I'm not that strong, but if you have to deal with my spells, man, you're gonna have a hard time. Man, I'm not super down with these fat lizards. Like, not super down with them at all. Discount short bow, and it's shit. I was surprised. Hey, Cooler. Also, Cooler, in regards to the thing from yesterday, don't ever feel bad about doing that. If you need to do that, just do that. I try and keep things on a schedule, but, like, it doesn't matter. Just shout at me if you need that. Let's try this. Ooh. Splort. I do not like those. All right. Pop. I'm gonna walk away. Oh, come on. See, this is why I hate respawning enemies. I will never, ever, ever like respawning enemies in a video game. Why would you do that? Just, like, straight up, why would you do that? I might need to eat my book. I was saving that. How dare you do that? Anyway, Picture Point, how you doing today, man? Since you look frightening. Lizard Man's champion. Okay, never mind. You're not that frightening. Let's just wait back here. One of these guys almost killed me because he, like, put the ice behind me. And that was a bad time. All right. Chillin'. Good to hear. Were you able to figure out ways of working any of that equipment that you were sending me pictures of into the stream stuff? There's a secret around here. Ah. Ooh. Oh boy. Ancient King. Level 7, 825 HP. All right, well, hold on a second. I'm gonna give me better armor. I'm going to give myself Potion of Beastly Battle and press 3. And then walk away a bit. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Scroll of Escape Dungeon. I'm going to eat my book. Wherever I put that. There it is. You crit me. How dare you? Fortify weapon. Ow. Which is this. And then healing potion 2. And another healing potion 2. Can I knock you back? I can. Keep hitting you with that. I've got 10 turns until I escape. I'm going to move down here. And I'm going to door spike. Two, one, and I escape. Just unhinge jaw and swallow book. I mean, isn't that what you do with book? You eat book. Not a bad escape, if I do say so myself. That drum machine is sick. I'm kind of jealous of it, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been looking at used ones. Kind of jealous of that drum machine, man. You know what you should really do? You should use it as the coolest fucking... Okay, so here's what you should do, Picture Point, right? You should run Ableton in the background, right? Just get yourself Ableton Lite and just run that in the background, right? And live sample yourself. So just like talk into it and just like clip out things that you're saying and then just make live beats with your voice. That's what you should do. I brought you relics. My bags are overflowing. Can you tell me what my stuff is? Although most of it I've already identified. Here's some trash gear. Take it all. Give me an upgrade hammer. Can make something chill. I can make something cooler. I can make something cooler. Make it deft. Add 1d3 fire damage. Yes, please. Let's also make something cooler. Cool. So now I have 2 upgrade hammers. I'm gonna upgrade my armor, which is now cooler, I think. Yeah, cooler. Cooler, deft, sturdy, steel shine, chest guard, +2. And then over here, I'm gonna give an enchantment to my spear, which now has 1d3 fire damage on it. I mean, Katsu, if you've never tried eating a book, you really should. It's much better for you than reading it. It'll recharge your health and stamina. All right, we are going down, which is down this way. Do 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 do. Ow. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, I really should be using those door stops more often. I kind of always expect them to come to me, but these guys just wait. They don't like it. It's like, come to me, and then they just don't. It's like, where am I headed? Ah, bottom left of the dungeon. And I apparently just had an area that was like outside of my realm of knowledge. down here. So that's interesting. I missed something, but that's A-okay. It's a skirmish shot. Screw them cubes, man. Yes, you were learning through osmosis. Through the osmosis of the inside of your mouth. I want these things to die. I hate these things. Any kind of displacing enemy, whether it's teleporting you, knocking you back, bouncing you, is like my least favorite thing. Hate that shit. Cannot stand. All right, where are we? Oh, we got a ways to go. This is a big floor. Partially because I teleported myself out of a zone. There we go. Okay, so if I head straight through, there's areas I haven't been to yet, but I'm gonna deal with this guy first. This was where we vamoosed out of previously. Already found another proof of strength. Dealt with you pretty easily. Feel like I could probably just ignore you. Although I'm gonna have to go back around through you again. This thing. Stupid wasp. Alright, where am I headed? Probably bottom. Yeah, looks like bottom. Speaking of learning through osmosis, what do you think of this game? Picture point. Proof of shrimp, says the captions. I mean, that's not too far off. It's proof that I am a shrimp because I can kill basic bitch enemies. Lizardman captain who just gets annihilated. I really wish that there was just a hotkey to wait instead of having to like press R and then confirm, which is currently how it works. Which is a little bit pesky. Another proof of strength. See, sometimes it comes out with proof of strength, right? Which is what it actually is, but because everybody in this universe has a lisp, it's proof of strength. Because lisps are hilarious, you know? Oh, so you did exactly the same thing as me then, girl. I mean, it wasn't quite 5 a.m., but it was definitely like I had a nice like nap on the sofa from like after a walk, because I went on a walk last night, right? And I got back at around 6 from my walk after leaving at about 3. It was a pretty long walk. It was very nice and sunny yesterday. And I was feeling good, and I like dozed off on the sofa for a good 3 hours, like in and out of sleep, and I didn't really worry about it too much. And then went to go to bed at around 11:30 and was feeling okay and stared at the ceiling for a bit and was like, you know, I'll get up for a bit. And I was doing some stuff on the computer and was like, you know, it's 1 a.m. I'll go to bed in 30 minutes. And then it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? Right, it's that day of the year. Shit. Didn't feel super great about that one. Fahrenheit minus 559? What's cooler than being cool? total molecular stasis. The complete absence of heat is that book. Or I can just eat it instead of reading it, which is definitely what I'm going to do because I don't have intelligence. What I do have, though, is strength. Owie. Good thing I got that fire resist. You know what? Fine, then. You come to me. Or don't. Your choice. Looks like he's choosing not to come to me, and I'll just heal. Bonk. Bonk. There you go. Get de-deadified. You too. Bzz. And nobody checked the time until, oh shit, fuck, it's 5 a.m. just casually playing games with the boys, and then suddenly, oh shit, fuck, it's good god early in the morning. Yeah, no, I've certainly been there. It's no fun. I don't understand why this game has 3 currencies. I do, however, like those little bees that construct the defenses. They're worker bees. They're just making fucking barricades for reasons. And they have little worker hats and hammers. It's great. These ones with the Hellbrids, though, can die in a fucking fire. You were researching procedural generation in Unity, and then the sun came up. Well, magic. You procedurally generated your way all the way to sunshine. Disheartening battle chaps -2. That's obnoxious. Ooh. Just gonna wait here. I do like that ability is more or less good enough to just one-tap anything. Guess you fly? You hurt. I don't like it. Ooey. Owie. Owie, owie, owie. Owie, 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 owie. I don't like. Manufacturing, thank you much. Alright, well, we're good now. Do 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 do. Let's just kill you. God, why are you so strong? I don't like. Getting kind of raffle comboed here. Let's combat Blink and just be down here now. Man, I wish I had more stamina potions. But what I could do is I could go down here. Instead of eating a book or doing anything like expensive, and I could throw down this tin steel doorstop and just wait. Which is enough to just deal with you, which is the actual threat here. And then just wait until they heal up. Fortunately, the bees aren't particularly strong once they get into melee. tabletop RPGs is TTRPGs, so dice games, basically. Games of dice and roleplay. And enjoy the lurks manufacturing. All right. Always assume that there's some sort of secret in every single one of those. All right, I'm gonna back up from that. And kill you. Pick up all that. And just stand here for a minute. You can't believe you missed that one? I mean, I will just continue to state that using shorthand for stuff like that is obnoxious, annoying, and nobody should do it. But I'm just against shorthand for stuff in general. Is that a fully automatic crossbow you just fired at me? Can you not? Because it sounded like a gun. It was like brrrr. Ah. There's no mercy for you, Dungeonmans. I'm afraid you've met your match. Have I, though? You're a little sketch. Oh, you're not scary at all. I will kill that. All right, now that I've killed that, I'm gonna place you and you. I'm gonna knock you back. And then hit this button. Just make sure I hit those two. That's actually very convenient. Thank you. Yeah, he has no idea how many books I've eaten. Page pinned in valor added to the heroic annals of the Dungeonmans. Now to the treasure. Sparkling armor, a mighty weapon, or enough trash to make your student loan payment. Probably have not. Have you seen the cost of the textbooks? I ate them. All right, let's just wait here. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. It's either I ate them or I haven't because I can't read. Have you seen the cost of the textbooks? Well, maybe I will one day too. They didn't invite me to school. Although technically I am part of the Dungeonmans Academy, which is the whole like conceit and story of this game, but you know. All right, that's another proof of strength. Should head back to the academy. Really? This thing will just straight up like lock you in here. Huh. Interesting. Please come to me. There you are. Bonk. All right, let's get out. Clear. You have a copy of the Dungeon Generator Master from Tiny Keep. It can run in Unity and make massive dungeons. I can't tell you where I found it. I genuinely don't remember, but I'm sure that that's the sort of thing you could just... If that sort of stuff's public, you could just find it in Google, probably. At least I would assume you could. My bags are overflowing with this. I have some relics. Take the relics. Sup, stupid? Here's some trash gear. Melt it all down. Thank you. A large vertex array and manipulating their heights. You know, I always envy people who want to try and do game development. And I kind of wish that I wanted to, but I just don't. I don't think I'll ever have the energy to. Just never will. Also, I don't know why, but I always, like, never have the energy. How's this town's prosperous? I'll give you some of these things. Give you one of these things that I'm supposed to give to the town. Battle champion potions, please. You know, I might just buy all these potions. Healing potion 1. Please stop moving away from me. Yeah, those aren't super useful. Already got plenty of door spikes. Some stamina potions I could definitely use. Never really got anywhere with it. You decided to write a tabletop system instead. I mean, everybody needs a hobby. The secret is drinking, what? Learning to do game design is drinking more coffee next? I don't know if I could drink more coffee. If I drink more coffee, I might just die. I might just die if I drank more coffee. I'm getting pretty tired of this tile set for dungeons, though, and I've seen it quite a bit. With relatively samey enemies. Like, they're fun to fight, but I'd like to see some new stuff. But then again, we are still in the mundane areas now. Or this area was adventurous, now it's mundane. For having more energy. I see. I thought we were still on the game dev thing. So, down here was where that really strong monster was. Let's see if he's still here. Yup. Yes, you are. This motherfucker right there. Although he's still damaged. That's interesting. Scroll of bolster armor. So I take less damage. Healing potion. And, bees, please. Okay, yeah, I'm leaving. At least, far enough to go here. And lock this door. Let's hope nothing comes from behind. As something comes from behind. There we go. Now they're trying to break out. Isn't that the case with like everybody who's working on anything though? Everybody, regardless of what you're working on, whether it's music, game development, writing a book, developing a video game, everybody's pet project is more than they are capable of doing. That's why it's a pet project. That's why it's a dream project. That's why it's fun. Is because you are incapable of completing it. Holy sh... What? Okay, so those two are way weaker, but you're almost dead, so. I need to eat a book. This is very important. There we go. That was a little sketch. But there's a big chest that dropped the thing I can't use. Scribbled work bandana keeps you, air quotes, warm. Hub bearing fell apart on their computer. On their camper. Okay. Well, thankfully things are getting sorted out easily, Pilot. We tried to implement a different procedural generation system for Necropolis. Oh, is in like the game Necropolis? I feel like the game Necropolis comes up a lot because everything that I've ever read about that game is that it was kind of underwhelming. But there seems to be just like this group of people that love that game. The game always perplexes me a little bit. Let's just take note of what we have in inventory. Got stamina potions, not super useful mana potions. How are we doing on health potions? Several healing potions. Good, good, good. Plenty of battle champion. Bark skin. You know, I might just use one of those. Bonk. Let's just get rid of you. I think these just melt over time. Yeah, there they go. Bees incoming. Worker bees as well. That was kind of a lot of damage. Just gonna wait back here. Because they just like trapped that other bee back there. Word of advice on game development, Picture Point? Don't tell people exactly what you're planning on doing. Ever. Even if they're your friends. Because they might steal your idea, if it's good. So many lizard mans. Man, where do they keep coming from? So give people like vague ideas of what you're working on, but I would never say things like names or specifics. Unless you're planning to work with a person on something. There's a reason things are all super heavily NDA'd in the games industry. Yeah, but I now know the name of the project that you want to work on. I mean, mostly what I was recommending that you wouldn't do would be like stating the name of it. That's kind of the biggest no-no that you did. That's all. Perfect. I was kind of waiting for that. It's gonna make my life easier. Take them with you. If you survive being taken to 20% of your maximum health, you get an extra action on the following turn. That may only occur once every 20 rounds. Yes, please. That's saved my life a couple times in previous runs. Also, I have another thing that gives me a damage bonus if I hit 20 HP. It was taken by someone? Really? I mean, YouTube channel is a pretty small thing, too. $102 XP. Superpower Bumblebee. What the fuck? Just like surprise wizard bloke is just like, yo, fucking take damage, I guess. Not a huge fan of those guys. Hey, Bob, what's up, man? How's things? Also, Dave, it's good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I mean, like, there's a lot of things that I'm working on in the behind the scenes with Twitch stuff that I won't ever tell you guys about because, frankly, I don't want you guys to know in case it doesn't happen. But also, even if it does happen, it'll be significantly cooler if it's a surprise when it happens. This floor is up to adventurous again. The air is tense with a really powerful evil and the same wallpaper as the last dungeon. Let's just smack you. Yeah, you will hear your name because my armor has a perk on it called Cooler. My armor is cooler. It means I don't take, It means I don't take, cold damage as easily. I got cold resist. I can show you what I mean. Super antiseptic, cooler, deft, sturdy, steel shine, chest guard +2. Thanks for lurks, Katsu. He opened you now. He resides in your guts. That's a little bit darker than I wanted to go with that. Hey, Redbeard, what's up? Let's grab that doorstop. Ow. It's actually kind of amazing how much damage those guys can get off on you if they hit you with their first full combo. There's a secret along here somewhere. Ooh. It's portal to the Hall of Champions. Yes, that sounds exactly where I belong. No, I'm more of a Hall of Leisure kind of guy. Fuck it. Ooh. This seems not ideal. All right, well, let's jump real quick. Actually, let's just take a look. What are we up against? You're not super strong. You're a Scroblin. You're kind of a bitch. You're scary. Well, I do have a book to eat, so that's good. We'll strip away all buffs and reduce damage output and increase damage taken and prevent the use of powers for 5 rounds. Apply despair to a target. How about just this guy who's next to me? And, yeah, okay. What game is Outriders? Why are you asking me that? It's a people can fly third-person looter shooter that looks like garbage. That's what Outriders is. Yeah, it's the kind of okay, heavily designed by what do you call it? Heavily designed by. Yeah, you did win, Peter. Heavily designed by a committee game. I'd avoid it. But why do you ask me that? I'm not the one streaming Outriders. Go ask Bellinair that. I think I went ahead of where I should have been. I figured going there would have been a bad idea. Did it anyway, though. I'm your thrusted info source? I don't know if I am your thrusted anything, sir. I don't know if I'm your thrusted anything. I know, but you said thrusted, not trusted. Even more when they move? I'll be honest with you, I was considering buying the Play to Lose DLC just to make that thing go away. I'll be completely blunt. I was thinking about doing that. Yeah, no, it certainly is. I mean, the Pay to Lose thing, it's a $5